Hello and what's up? I'm Shine and I'm here to demonstrate my app called Simventory. It uses Python with SQLite 3. So it's a demonstration of my skills in SQL relational databases. So I have two files in here, database.py and inventory.py. And a database.py is basically just to build the database and create a table inside that database. And so if initially you have to run it to build your database. Now there's our database. And once you have that, then you can run inventory.py. So if you've had it already before, no need to run the database.py. It's just for the setting up of your database. But once you have that, then you can go straight to the inventory. So let's demonstrate the inventory program. So the inventory program has eight choices in the menu: add product to inventory, update quantity, update price, delete product, calculate total inventory value, and view out of stock items. So the CRUD is demonstrated in the CRUD operations of SQL. The create is demonstrated by the add product. The read is demonstrated by viewing the inventory. The update is demonstrated by 3 and 4, which is updating quantity and price. And the delete is demonstrated by 5. The 6 and 7 are just stretches using aggregate functions of sum and group concat. So let's view the inventory. Of course, we have none yet because it's new. So let's add a product, milk. Then we have that. And then let's add another product, cheese, three. To simplify, let's make the prices 1. So you'll see that the total of this would be 5. And if I calculate the total inventory value, then I have here 5. Now, if I reduce the stock up by updating the quantity, okay, for milk, I know it's 2. I'll just reduce it by 2. So now I have no more milk and I have a list out of stock items, choose 7. Then there's milk listed as out of stock. And then inventory gets 0. But if I also reduce cheese by 3, so now that's 0. If we view inventory, they're both 0 now. So if I choose 7, view out of stock items, then both of them will be listed. If I add a product, let's say apple, then you see in my inventory, I have apples. And so if I view the out of stock, it's still just milk and cheese. Okay, so I've demonstrated update quantity. Now let's demonstrate update price. Let's see milk, change the price of milk. So I have ID 1. The new price is it's 125. Then if we view that, it's there updated to 125. And then let's delete a product. So let's delete milk. Choose 5. Product ID is 1. So milk has been deleted. If I view the inventory by pressing 2, milk is no longer there. And in the out of stock items, I don't have milk, although it's previously out of stock because it's not in the inventory at all. So that's a demonstration of this inventory app. So let's exit and show the code. So as I mentioned before, the database applies to build the database named inventory.db. And this is there's just one table in it for now. Maybe later on I can expand it to another table with like suppliers for the products that you have. So here we have several functions. This is the add product functions that adds the product based on the user's input of name, quantity, and price taken from this by reading the input of the user over here. So if its choice is 1, add product, then the user's input will be gathered, inverted accordingly, and then those will be needed in the SQL statement for inserting products. So this is the SQL statement for inserting that product into the products table in the inventory database. And then just some message to show the user that it was successful. So the view inventory is reading by selecting everything from the product. So it displays all of those. And then I use tabulate to make the presentation prettier. So you just need to give it the list of the results of your SQL, the list of what you're going to tabulate, and then the headers. So I know that there are 4 columns in my table, so I know the order of it too. So I just put the header names in there, and with a grid format. So that makes it all pretty. Then that's the read, the read of the CRUD, and then for the update, I got 2. One is for updating the quantity and the other is for updating the price. So in the quantity, I don't want to update the quantity value itself. I mean, change the actual value. What I mean is I get the quantity, original quantity, then I add or subtract from it. That's what I meant. Oh, that's what I meant. So that's why I have to calculate it here, the new quantity, based on this original value, which we get from here, and then add the quantity that the user specifies, whether positive or negative. If it cannot allow going below zero, and then so if that's good, then it will use this query to update the quantity with this new quantity there. And then for the price, it's just directly updating the price there. See, I did not do anything to the price change. I mean, I did not like the quantity value here, which did some of this calculation. The price change is directly the new value of the price of the product. And so the next of the CRUD operations is to delete. So you just need to specify the product ID. Then from this query, you can delete that specific product. So from the product table. Okay. And then for the aggregate functions, here are the functions for calculating the total cost of inventory. I used a sum function to get the sum of all the products of quantity times price. So you want, that's how I calculated the total value of the inventory. Then for the out of stock list, it's another aggregate function using the group concat. So it concatenates all the names, the in the field name, it concatenates all of those names if their quantity is zero. So whenever it's out of stock, that's what gets into that group concat. So it will list all those items. Actually, I did not need to tabulate, but to make it pretty. So there, because it's just one line, like a concatenation, a string. So I actually don't need to fetch all here. I could fetch one because it's only one result. It's concatenation. So those are the main functions of this. And then the code below is just the menu, getting the input of the user and exiting. So that's the demonstration of my Simventory. Thanks for watching.